Warning, warning, warning. This is a quadruple omega doozy alert. Misery Chain by Chris Cornell. You have been warned. This video is for Jebediah Concerto, Casey Mitchell, Tony Hall, Robin Clint, Ben Hodo, hey Ben, Juan Rocks, and Let Me Eat Cake, and of course for you. Thank you for joining me. Let's do this. I want to share with you that I extracted all this information from Chris's live performance in October of 2013. So if you go to compare with the studio version and there's a different chord choice that happened, whether it be on purpose or by accident, and by the end of this, you'll see how that's a forgivable offense. Yeah, that could be. Anyways, Capo 5, he of course played acoustic. I'm going to play electric because I've been doing this song for 4 hours now, and I don't think I have the strength for an acoustic. Capo 5, here we go. This song's in a 6 count, so it's the 6 count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strumming pattern for almost all 6 count songs. Grab a C chord. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Whole time, unless you feel something different. For the intro, it's C, suspended 4, back off. Now I'm going to say the name of this chord and you're going to be afraid, and then I'm going to show you how to do it and you're going to be okay. It's D minor 9 with a C in the bass. All you have to do is take your middle finger and go whoop to the G string. That's it. D minor 9 flat 5 with a C in the bass. We're trying to make our G string go down 1 fret, so employ your pointer finger. He was able to do it in such a way that we still hear the open E string. I'm not so good at that, so if you mute the open E string, great, but we don't want to hear it as an F on the 1st fret. Here's our intro. C, sus 4, D minor 9, D minor 9, flat 5. One more time. Into the verse. A minor. Do, do, do. It's E with a G sharp in the bass. He's always doing this to us. We've got a capo on the 5th fret, so it's not as much of a stretch as usual, but if you can't play E plus your pinky finger on the E string 4th fret, just play regular E. That's fine. Then we're going to need C with a G in the bass, which is C, but your pinky finger goes where your ring finger usually goes on A3, and then your ring finger goes on E3. And then D7 with an F sharp in the bass. Pointer finger stays, ring finger to G2, middle finger to E2. So we got A minor, E with a G sharp, C with a G, and then D7 with an F sharp in the bass. Notice what the bass note does there. It literally goes. That is awesome. That's the first line. Line 2 starts with the same first 3 chords. But instead of D7 with an F sharp in the bass, it's F sharp 7, which is normally from big F, move it up 1 fret to F sharp, and then lose your pinky finger for F sharp 7, but this is not how he played it. He played it in a very special way. Notice when we play this chord, we've got E2, D2, G3, B2. So what he did was make a D shape on the wrong strings on D2, G3, B2, and then thumb guy the E2, and this is F sharp 7. Play it either way you want. I'm going to play it this way. Let's see how I do. What's wrong there? You don't want to hear the A note, so you got to mute it with your thumb. There we go. Got to mute the A string. Time or a place, I'm going to show you the chords first, and then I'll talk through the words with you so you know where they go. It's going to be F, and then what's going to happen is pinky finger is going to go to the G string 2nd fret, rendering it an F suspended 4 chord, but since we ran out of fingers, being Homo sapiens, the D string went down to the 1st fret, rendering it also an F7, so F7 suspended 4. Regular F, pinky, put it back, then F minor, but he actually played F minor with these these fingers so that he could do this to the E string. 4, 3, 2. He also did it to the B string. Depending on, this part happens many times, so you can choose either or mix it up. But the thing is, you don't have to do that. F minor 7 is fine too. We don't need that finger there. They're interchangeable, so you could go. It hurts quite a bit less. Here we go. Time or place, so you can recognize its shape. C when it's near A minor, then 2 D minors. Here's another chord for you. It's F7 with a 9 as well. It's going to be D1, G2, B1. There's another D shape on the wrong strings, right? And then add the pinky finger onto E3. Now, if you watch, that's great. If you watch him playing this, you'll notice that he's playing his D minor and he's singing, but he gives himself some time to get to this chord. Misery chain is F minor, and now we've done one verse. Misery chain should appear intro. And then you do another verse, which you already know. Yes. The next time we get to the... We never get to that. The plus the should be found. This time we're going to the interlude, I'm calling it, because it's all just musical, right? A minor, followed by F major 7 with an A in the bass. Much easier than it sounds. Just make your baby F chord, leave the baby E string open, and strum the open A string as well. I don't know what to call this next chord, so I'm going to call it the James Bond chord. The D string is moving up 1 fret, strum all the same stuff, right? And then back down. Should be found. Then we're going to the bridge. When we're gone and it's all said and done, F, F, F minor, G sharp, which is your F shape on the 4th fret. What will we leave? A minor, C. That's the first half of the bridge. Stories Told is going to be D minor 6, also much easier than it sounds. E1, G2, strum 4 strings. Followed by D minor 7, the B string is moving up 1 fret, everything else stays the same. And this is one of these reasons why you use these funny chords. He sings, Stories Told. He uses those elements of those chords in his melody. So, D minor 6, D minor 7, D diminished 7, much easier than it sounds, G1, E1, strum 4. Speak of us well is E, then God only knows, E minor, G, E7 with a G sharp in the bass. Again, same issue, but it's a little easier because the D string's open. G1, A2, E4. D minor 6, D minor 7, D diminished 7, E minor, G, E7. Again, if that's not good for you, just play E7. Then you're going to do another verse, which you already know, but at the end it's just a little bit different. When you get to that funny F chord, the misery chain chord, it's G7, on me, C, and then I truly don't know what to call this chord, so I'm going to call it chord WTF. Middle finger goes to A2, thumb guide on the 1st fret of the big E string. I think this is acting like a G7 chord, but it's got that C note in there too. Love it. Misery chain, C, WTF. That's how that one ends. And then you do another James Bond interlude, another bridge, and another verse, and it's all the same as we've already done it until the very end. The very end of the song, it's going to be again, we're talking about when we get to this chord, misery F minor is gone for good to A minors, to D minors, every trace of this misery G7 intro. And on that particular day, he ended it on A minor. Of course, you know, if you've been around here for a while, it is always a particular honor and pleasure to bring you these Chris Cornell ones. So thank you for being here. Good luck. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.